approximately 20 BC, a sunny day at Salamis city in Cyprus. There was a child whose name was Joseph. He was born and raised there as a child and became a young strong man from a wealthy Levite descendants Jewish family. Ever since he was young, he was a good person and he loved to help people. After the beautiful years he spent in Salamis, he had to go to Jerusalem for his education, so he left Cyprus. During his time in Jerusalem, he met with a carpenter, and that carpenter was Jesus. After that, he became a Christian. During 33 AD, as soon as he became a Christian, he donated all the lands he had inherited from his family in Salamis to the poor people. Also, he sold all he owned and donated money to the saints in Jerusalem. So they gave him a new name, Barnabas, which means son of encouragement. After the resurrection of Jesus, St. Barnabas continued to spread Christianity with tasks the apostles gave him and the love of Jesus within him. During the late spring of 44 AD, aging St. Barnabas started to work with St. Paul from Tarsus and John Mark, the cousin of Barnabas, for the spread of Christianity. The three went on a missionary journey. This started in the Syrian city of Antioch. From there, they traveled from Antioch to the port city called Seleucia. From there, they sailed to Barnabas' hometown, the island of Cyprus, and arrived at the port city Salamis. They preached the gospel in several synagogues. They crossed the island by foot and arrived at the capital city, Paphos. While in Paphos, the island's Roman governor, Sergius Paulius, requested Barnabas and Paul to meet with him so that they can personally hear the word of God. Accompanying the governor to the meeting is a sorcerer and a false prophet known as Elymas, the magician. Elymas resists the gospel and tries to prevent the governor from accepting the truth of Paul, perceives Elymas' intentions. Initially looks at him, then strikes the magician of the black arts blind. "You son of a devil! You are the enemy of everything that is good. The Lord's hand will come down on you now, and you will be blind, and you will not see the light of day for a time." The governor, astonished at what he saw, believes the gospel and made Cyprus one of the first Christian states in the world. The group boarded a ship and sailed to Perga. Mark then abruptly leaves the group and returns to Jerusalem there. After Mark's departure, St. Barnabas and St. Paul separately went to Antiochia in Pisidia, Iconium, Lystra, Derbe, Attila, and then they came back to Antiochia in Syria, and their first missionary journey finished there. After a few years, St. Paul asked Barnabas to accompany him on another journey. Barnabas wished to take John Mark along, but Paul did not. As he had left them at Perga on their last journey, the dispute ended by Paul and Barnabas taking separate routes. So Barnabas took his younger cousin John Mark to return to his motherland, Cyprus, where he continued to labor there as a missionary. It is thought that he wrote his gospel, which was later banned in this period, during the time he spent his last years in Cyprus. Besides, he continued to spread Christianity in Cyprus. Due to his extraordinary success and performance to spread Christianity, his own citizens that did not want to accept Christianity became highly exasperated, fell upon him as he was preaching the gospel, dragged him, threw him into a dark cell, and the same night he was stoned to death, and his corpse was wrapped in a linen cloth to be thrown into the sea. you.